Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Outdoors. This morning, I'm going trout fishing, I think. Well, folks, it's blah, blah, blah. Long story short, after riding a four-wheeler back as far as I could on private property and hiking another half a mile in, there's no water in the creek. The creek was almost dry, so this adventure is going south quick. I ended up going to one of the fishing holes that treated me really well this spring, but the water's been too warm and it's really, really low. But on my first couple casts, I did get a fish that's interested in a topwater fly. Of course, the fish didn't take it, but I did cast several more times up in that area. I did get a couple more bites, but I did not catch the fish. So we will move down a little bit and see what we can find other parts of this creek. As I worked my way under the bridge, where there was some really nice deep holes, I found a chair laying out in the fishing hole. That chair right there. So I had to wade out, because I don't have my waders on, I had to wade out into about hip deep water to fetch that chair out of the hole. And then as I'm walking around under the bridge, I find beer cans stuffed down in the rocks. All over the place. Not just a few, like 10 cans. And as you guys know, this is one of my pet peeves that really aggravates the snot out of me. I do not understand why people cannot take care of nature. You know, I understand this is a nice, clear, cold creek. People like to come down and enjoy the creek, just like I enjoy fishing it. But the problem is people come down, they enjoy it, and then they trash it. They just trash it for other people, and I don't understand that. Further down the creek, I found about 8 Klondike bar wrappers laying in the rocks, where the creek is going to flow eventually, but they're just laying there. Why? Why can't people pick up their garbage? I just don't understand it. It just kills me. I see fish rising here and there, so I'm just going to work my way down this creek and keep casting this dry fly out there and see if I can entice one of these fish to take the fly and see what they are. The water is a little bit colder than it has been. It's down to 70 degrees. It was up to 74 at one point this summer. That's just a little too warm. And there is a lake about a half mile away, so I speculate that the trout probably move down to the lake during the summertime when this water gets warm, and they can find cold spots in the lake. A friend of ours with the YouTube channel Trout Tricker is having no better luck than we are. He has been fishing hard all summer, and he has been without a trout for probably a couple of months as well. This summer has been brutal for trout. Too warm and too dry. Okay, I'm going to work this creek down through here where the water runs a little faster. You can see where the water runs under a tree root over here, and it's got kind of a little waterfall making a small pool. I'll let that fly drift down through that pool and see if I can pick up a trout in this faster water. Well, several tactical casts into this pool has produced not even so much as a rise. So, we're going to keep moving down. A lot of times in places like this, I'll just walk down the creek and keep making casts into this fast water, just hoping to pick up a fish. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This definitely looks like good water, and it looks like a good spot. I'm really shocked that I have not picked up a fish yet. Okay, the water slows down here, and there seems to be a deep pool by these tree roots of these blown over trees. Hopefully I can pick something up right here where the water gets slow. Now we're talking. Now we got something. Alright guys, so the species of the fish I just caught is called a fall fish. And even though the fall fish are nothing to write home about, the one good thing about fall fish is they have to have conditions similar to what trout have to have before they'll bite or even stay up here in this creek. So the fact that the fall fish are back up in this creek and biting means the trout are not far behind. This appears to be a good pool. Hopefully I can pick up a couple more fish in here, and maybe even a trout. There's definitely a hungry one here. I just can't seem to get it. Well, I finally catch him, and if you watch the next clip, you'll see that I literally pull him out of the water, not realizing I had a fish, going to do a next cast. Well, he doesn't look any worse for the wear. Ended up putting it back in the water, poor guy. Well, believe it or not, I missed him. What a bite, and I missed him. Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm literally catching minnows. Oh well, at least I'm catching something. I'm literally getting a bite every single cast right now. Hopefully there's something big in this pool. It'd be nice. I'd even settle for a smallmouth bass right now. Well, I'm seeing kayakers, which means I'm getting pretty close to the lake. So I'm going to turn around and head back the other way. Alright, we're back to where we started from. I'm going to make a few casts up here and see if I can pick up that fish that was biting earlier. With the water temperatures cooling down from the cool nights and cooler days, it won't be long before the trout will be back, and hopefully we'll be catching trout before you know it. Alright guys, we're going to leave it right here. Thanks for coming along with us, and until the next one, we will catch you later.